I taught the intro to tosses, not intro, tosses and toss variations. First thing we started off was how to throw, and we talked about isolated throw. So that's this, basically. We talked about you control the throw two ways. One is you control where the head goes, and two is you control what the handle does. So with this isolated throw, we talked about circles and tangents, and you want to toss the circle, toss the poi when its tangent is pointing in the direction you want it to go. So at this point in the circle, its tangent is going this way, and that's where you want it to go. So that's when you let go, and it should go straight up and straight back down. And then just before you let go, you're going to give the handle a little flick so that the handle orbits around the head as it goes up. Like that. Okay? And then we talked about different ways controlling those two things differently, the head and the handle. So that's a very natural way to do it, to have the handle flip around like that, but you can also flip it around the other way, like that. That's a forwards isolated throw. Then we also talked about horizontal, so you can also flick the handle horizontally, and you get a horizontal throw, or a flat spin. Okay, and then we talked about how to catch. We talked about catching in not the handle. You don't want to aim for the handle, because when the handle is spinning through the air like this and it hits your hand, it just bounces off. But if you catch it on the tether kind of wraps around your hand, so it kind of catches you. So as long as it hits your hand, you can catch it, and then when you spin it, the handle slides into your hand. We just talked about a bunch of different variations. I'm just going to run through most of them. A very basic one with this reverse isolated throw. You just do it under your leg, like that. You can do it behind the back, like that. You can also do it behind the head, like that. And for all of these isolated throws, basically, you're thinking about where you're aiming the poi. So if you want the poi to go like that, you're aiming the poi right here. Okay? You're not trying to throw it in this arc really, or focus on that, because if you're focusing on somewhere over here, you're going to throw it over there. You want it to just come right here, and then the handle whips around and does the rest of the work. Right? So you actually catch it when the head is still here, more or less. And then for the behind the head, and behind the back, you throw it just right here, and then flick the handle around. And then behind the head, you throw it so that the head of the poi comes right here over your shoulder, and then you flick the handle around, and you put your hand here, and the handle should fall right into your hand. It's about this double throw, like that. We talked about this one here. That's behind the back, and it's split time, same direction, throw, catch, catch. So you throw with the right hand, throw with the left hand, but then it switches. You catch with the left hand first, and catch with the right hand second. And we talked about like that, where you're not really throwing it, you're just kind of letting go and it drops. And then, so that's like a float. You can also do these float tosses. But then you can do that kind of float toss in an arc, and it looks like that. Show me this. Looks like that. So it's isolated around the hand, or the handle. It's like a handle isolated throw. It's also called a no extra beat throw. And when you put that together with an extension, it looks like that, and you're just sweeping. You're sweeping the extension hand under the throw, like that. And because this hand is making a circle, you can also anti-spin it. But you have to spin it the other way because the hand still needs to go the same direction. That. When we talked about Wile E. Coyotes, this is also not really a throw. It's where you pop it up, stall it like that, let go, and then you switch hands like that before it falls. So that you do kind of throw it a little bit. It's a very, very tiny throw. When you stall it here, you let go just before it completely stalls, and this one kind of lifts up just a hair. And then this one, when you stall it down, you kind of pull it back up just a little bit. That's exaggerated, but you pull it back up just a little bit to give yourself more time to switch hands and switch the catch. And yeah, that was it.